right, folks, here I am, Admiral Tony of the Texas Navy, commissioned by the Governor Rick Perry of the state of Texas, and many in Japan are now proud members of Admiral Tony's Texas fleet. This is a story of Sea Shepherd types, and ex-Sea Shepherd. There was a gentleman in Sea Shepherd by the name of Peter Beチューン. He illegally boarded a Japanese whaling vessel in the Southern Ocean, and as a result, he was detained and brought back to Tokyo. He enjoyed an ocean voyage to Tokyo at the expense of us Japanese taxpayers. That's what he did, kids. He got a free ride at our expense. But once he arrived in Tokyo, a Japanese patriot by the name of Mr. Nishimura with a group of people met Mr. Beチューンat the pier to greet and welcome him.
日本民族に土下座しろ！白人民族主義を代表して日本民族に土下座しろ！人種差別主義者を代表して日本国民に
Afterwards, this same welcoming party went to a Coast Guard facility where Mr. Beチューンwas being detained and once again offered him some more welcome.
日本に原発を作らなければならない。欧米白人はね、独善的にクジラを食う。その文化を他の国が一方的に否定して力ずくで無理やりやめさすってことはピーター・ベスーンを刑務所へ送れ！シェパードの度重なる。
So, Mr. Beチューンis then detained, he's on trial, he pleads for leniency, he says he won't be bothered in anti-whaling activities, the Japanese court shows him leniency, throws him out of the country, the people in Japan are upset. Mr. Beチューンthen gets into a feud with Beauregard Watson because while Beチューンwas in custody in Japan, he was singing like a canary on all the illegal activities that Admiral Beauregard Watson, Captain Kangaroo, was engaged in, so the Japanese issue an arrest warrant. As a result, Beauregard Watson throws Mr. Bechiroun out of the organization. He then formed his own group called something like that. He goes to the Faroe Islands where whaling takes place, and on Facebook he notes on there what a beautiful country, beautiful people, wonderful food, all compliments. Soon as he leaves the Faroe Islands, he starts criticizing the people in the Faroe Islands. See, kids, that's the way Sea Shepherd types behave. You cannot trust them. So now, one Friday, Shun, the gentleman who brought me to Japan, he and I are on Skype looking at some Facebook pages. There's a Propaganda Buster fan page, and then Pete Bechiroun has a page. And Shun says to me, hey, Pete is in Atlanta, Georgia, United States of America. So I searched further, and he was in Atlanta, Georgia. He had planned the very next day, which was a Saturday, to attend the Georgia Aquarium because there was going to be a rally there protesting what they called the Atlanta 11 dolphins at the aquarium. Wow, this was an opportunity I could not miss. He's so close in Atlanta, Georgia. So I called a good friend of mine up, a member of Admiral Tony's Texas fleet, who lives in Atlanta, and I suggested that on that Saturday he take his wife and son and enjoy a day at the aquarium. Well, he decided best not to bring them, and he took a friend of his named Don. And as they're driving to the aquarium, on the sidewalk, on the curb, who does he see? Mr. Bechiroun. And listen to how he greets him and the questions he asks Mr. Bechiroun.
Pete.
Yo.
Hey.
Morning. How are you guys?
Greetings from Propaganda Buster. Commodore Tony says hi. How did you guys enjoy your trip to Japan?
You know, it was alright. It was good. Yeah.
Okay.
Japan was, I was happy to leave. Then when they did finally give me the word to leave, I was most happy about it. Okay. 3 XLs.
Oh, you got T-shirts today.
We have a few shirts. Just put some aside for my lads.
What do we have to do to get a T-shirt?
$25. And speak to this man.
Tony would love one of those.
Yes, he would.
What's your
Now here's some more dialogue between them, and listen to it.
John? They can't maneuver their ships, and what would happen if one of these ships were to sink because you fouled them and they can't maneuver? I mean, what? I mean,
There's an awful lot of what ifs in that. And where the whales are being caught, like this is my backyard. You know, this is just south of New Zealand. This is not Japanese waters.
It's international waters.
Well, no, it's not. The area it is, New Zealand has a territorial claim on it, as does Australia. And Japan and America don't recognise those claims, but who else's property is it going to be? You know, for them to go down, sneak past us each summer and take those whales really pisses us off. Listen, Japan has no history of hunting whales down there. If they were to hunt them around in their own waters, I won't like it, but I'm not going to go there and protest about it. But for them to be coming down past into my backyard, that pisses me off. Anyway.
I need to state here that Mr. Beチューンsurprised me with his civility. There was no cursing, he was calm, there was no emotion. I did not agree with a lot that he said, and in one part he mentions the fact that he did not like the Japanese in his backyard. He did not like the Japanese in your backyard. Hello? The Japanese have been living in the Pacific for something like 10,000 years. Do you hear that? 10,000 years. Mr. Beチューンancestors did not arrive in New Zealand till around the 1600s, and they did not arrive in mass bunches of them till the early part of the 1800s. So whose backyard is that really? The Europeans who went to New Zealand, or is it the Japanese who've been there for 10,000 years? Well, anyway, so now he was... so he attends the rally, and he stated in the video this.
What's your guys' plan for the day?
So we're over at the thing for 2 hours at the aquarium. And then lunch after that somewhere. And then tonight we're going nightclubbing.
Oh, which nightclub are you guys going to hit?
Those would be a couple, I'm not sure.
Cheetahs? Is it? Cheetahs? Yeah. We're going to Cheetahs and what was the other one?
Oh, the Cheetah Club.
All right, listen, folks. I know a lot of you sea shepherd types now want to tear my big head off. You want to murder me. You leave me hateful comments, and I thank you. You send me threatening messages, and I thank you. But I'm going to give you an opportunity for you to tell me that personally. Yeah, that's what you could do, kids. Just give me a call. Here's my telephone number. That's right. I'd love to speak to you sea shepherd hateful type people out there. Now, if I don't get to speak with you and you get my voicemail, please leave a message. But you need to understand, that message you leave will most likely, in part or in whole, appear in a future YouTube video. Your voice will be heard around the world. That's it, kids. You're going to have a popular, hateful voice. All right. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Japan. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.